laying your burdens down before God. Let me ask you a question. What are you carrying into today? No, really. What's sitting just behind your morning smile? What's waiting in your chest the moment the noise dies down? Maybe it's the pressure to be more, to keep everything running, to meet expectations, others or your own. Or maybe it's something quieter, a disappointment that hasn't healed, a fear you don't say out loud, a weight you've been carrying so long, you've forgotten what it's like to feel light. It's strange, isn't it? How life keeps going on the outside, meetings, traffic, small talk, while on the inside, we're juggling things no one else can see. The world rewards strength. It applauds control. But your soul wasn't made to carry everything alone. And here's the truth that's both simple and revolutionary. God isn't asking you to fix it. He's asking you to place it in His hands. Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. What if peace isn't something we chase? What if peace comes when we finally set down what we were never meant to carry? We live in a culture that tells us to push through, keep going, be strong, hustle harder, and yes, there's a time for resilience, but not every moment has to be a performance. There's a sacred kind of strength in surrender, in saying, God, this is too much for me, and I need you to hold it. Let me share something personal with you. There was a season in my life when I thought surrender meant failure. If I let go, I'd lose control. If I paused, I'd fall behind. But then came the burnout, the breakdown, the realization that I was living as if God was my backup plan, not my foundation. And in that quiet, uncomfortable place, I learned something. Letting go isn't giving up. It's giving over to someone stronger than you. So, what are you holding today? Maybe it's something small but persistent. A lingering worry about money. An awkward conversation from yesterday. A deadline that keeps you up at night. Or maybe it's something heavier. Grief, loneliness, shame. Whatever it is, you're not weak for feeling it, and you're not alone in facing it. Because God is not waiting for a better version of you. He's not keeping score. He's just asking for the truth. What's in your hands? And will you give it to me? You see, surrender is not about doing less. It's about trusting more. It's not passivity. It's alignment. When we hand over the weight, we're not giving up responsibility. We're making room for divine partnership. You still have to show up, but now you're not carrying it alone. God, I give this to you. That's all it takes. No eloquent prayer, no perfect words, just honesty. God, this is where I'm at. Here's the fear. Here's the pressure. Here's the list I can't finish. The pain I can't explain. The version of myself I don't know how to fix. And in that moment, right there in the mess, He meets you. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Rest. Not escape, not numbness, not distraction. Real rest for your soul. So let's try something together. Wherever you are, sitting in your kitchen, driving to work, lying in bed, take a moment. Close your eyes. Take one deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine placing one burden into God's hands. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your family, your relationship, your future. Whatever it is, give it a name and give it away. Because peace isn't found in solving everything. It's found in surrendering something. The world will tell you to keep it all together. But God says, bring me the pieces. The jagged ones, the heavy ones, the quiet ones that ache in silence. And here's the beautiful part. When you place your burden in His hands, you make space in your heart, space for peace, space for wisdom, space for joy to return, space for you to breathe again. So if this morning feels overwhelming, if your thoughts are tangled and your heart is tired, start here. Not with effort, but with release. Not with striving, but with surrender. Remember, God isn't looking for performance. He's offering presence. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:11. Not because you're supposed to, but because He cares. Cares enough to carry what you can't. Cares enough to meet you in the middle of a messy, beautiful, unfinished life. So before you dive into this day, before the meetings, the traffic, the noise, lay it down. Whatever it is, you don't need to carry it any further. Let peace do what it was always meant to do. Guard your heart, settle your spirit, and remind you, you're not doing this alone. If this brought peace to your heart, share it with someone you love. Type, "God, I give this to you," in the comments. Not just as words, but as a declaration. And don't forget to subscribe for more moments like this. You're not just starting a day, you're starting it differently with God.